How we do, folks? Your boy Marcus wants your 5 numbers after the name. Little Marcus and Friends action over here, man. A little Overcooked 2, a little 3-3. I don't know if it was last stage or this stage, man, but I think it might have been this stage where, like, this might be like the first hard stage we had, or at least the stage we had like a difficulty of time with. Because I noticed because I saved the files, whatever, and basically I would hit record at the beginning of a session. And until we beat that stage, I wouldn't stop recording. So I recorded everything in between, just one big file. And usually they've all been like 10, 15, 20 minutes, we try like once or twice and then we get it and boom. But this one was like an hour. And I was like, whoa! I was like, it took us an hour to beat this stage. I was like, what the? I thought that was only 5-3, not 3-3. I guess the -3's got something going on over here. And it's true, the game does get a little bit harder in terms of, when you get to like the dashes, is that kind of stuff. Because at that point, they kind of already expect you to know like all the new stuff, right? They're already like, hey, like, here's all the stuff we like learned you. Here's all the stuff we taught you. Now you gotta like put this into effect, also in a quick time limit, and just with a bunch of stuff going on over here. And I think another reason we had a little bit of difficulty was just the like kind of turnstile thing in the middle, which is once again, it's really fun to go back and look at some of these videos, because when you see like some of the complicated stuff you end up doing in the Kevin levels or in the DLC levels or even later on in the game, you look at this stage, you're like, damn, I wish we could do that again. Like it's like I wish life were that easy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, there's a pandemic going on right now. Yo, you remember when like the most difficult problem was you didn't know like what you were gonna like watch that night, on TV? You were like, damn, do I watch Batman? Do I watch Batman Begins? Do I watch The Dark Knight? Or do I watch The Dark Knight Rises? Me personally, I never had a problem with that. You always watch The Dark Knight, but some people did. I don't know. Having said that, I haven't even watched The Dark Knight Rises. Actually, I have. Yeah, the one with Bane. Once. I watched it once. Not impressed. Not gonna lie. Didn't think it was that great. I don't even think Batman Begins is that good. But it's solid. Don't get me wrong. I would rank them as The Dark Knight, Batman Begins, and then The Dark Knight Rises. That's my personal ranking. But I digress. It has absolutely nothing to do with the whole cooking situation right here. I also personally have struggled with like the whole like putting these things in the oven. I don't know why. I don't. And obviously, I play pretty clean here. That's why we win it. But sometimes I'll bring a plate there when I shouldn't. Sometimes I'll put stuff when I should. Sometimes stuff will just burn because I was like, oh, I can make it there. No worries, whatever. Da-da-da. I don't know. And anytime I have to wash the dishes, I'm not the biggest fan of that, man. I spend my whole life washing dishes, bro. I don't want to wash dishes in the video game, man. What's up with that, bro? It's cool to like cook, like that's cool, I'm not like making pizzas every day, so that's like neat. But wash the dishes, I'm like, fam, like I'm good with the washing dishes, bro. Like I don't need to like wash dishes in a damn video game. I always like to punt that off as much as I can to somebody else. In this case, though, there really isn't much of an option. But the cool thing that we kind of figured out, and I mean it's pretty simple basic strategy when you play this stage, is one of y'all has to kind of stay on top, one of y'all on bottom. The issue we had sometimes too was we would accidentally try to get like that last cut in or something like that, and then one of us would be on top, or both of us would end up on top and nobody on bottom, and we couldn't get to the damn like ovens or something like that, or we couldn't get to a plate or something like that. So communication obviously is key. That's kind of what the whole Overcooked thing is. It is talking, and you can figure it out from there. But in this case in particular, just have a game plan. There wasn't really much like discussion, unless it was something that like he had something in his hand and he was like about to go, and you're like, well, like whatever, let's just switch it up this one time. But for the most part, we try not to switch it up, because you think like you could just switch it up one time, but then it just throws off the rest of the thing. And a lot of this is just like building that rhythm and building that confidence of like, hey, like I'm on this side, I'm on that side. Like even there, I was like waiting to like grab that thing to fully like take it, and I needed him to go over to that side where you haven't played over here. Now these are kind of dire circumstances, like right at the end of the game, but you really got to communicate well, and you got to be ready for it, because if not, you're gonna be like really caught like off guard with it. Like you're gonna be like, oh, hold up, like what do I do? Like where's even like the turning thing? Like there's been sometimes when we flip over, I don't even know what the turning thing is. I'm like, what's going on? Rate 3 in the books.